It was when we got out of school at 3 p.m. when we realized that the zombie outbreak has took over the city and Ho Chi Minh was epic. We came up with a very quick plan to separate ourselves from the disease, and our plan is to travel to cave in Ha Long Bay because that will keep ourselves away from city and people who are affected. At first, we want to take a ferry straight to Ha Long Bay, but because of all seaweed and dead bodies, the water along the coast has been contaminated from Cà Mau up to Nha Trang. So our only way a boat is to travel by car to Da Nang and catch a ferry to Ha Long Bay. We went ahead and carried on with the plan. We got in our car and drove into petroleum mixed gases stations on Janelle Street to get enough gas to take us to Da Nang. The gas stations were abandoned and nobody was there. We took a pump and pumped the gas into the car ourselves. We we also took 2 extra gallons of gas to prevent running out. After we got gas, we decided that this trip to Da Nang will take us approximately 18 hours. So we went to the An Phu market to get food, water, supplies, face mask, so we could survive inside the car until we reached Da Nang. An Phu market were also abandoned by people because they were all running off their live. We quickly ran in the market, locked all doors, and got as much supplies as possible.
After we got food and water, we then drove to the Dragon Bridge in Da Nang via Salo Hanoi. At the Dragon Bridge, that's where information about ferries and flights were being scheduled for each family. We booked a ferry for ourselves that would take us to Haiphong the next day. Since the apocalypse had spread to part of Da Nang, we decided to spend a night in Sun Yam Mountain where not many people will locate. Once we arrived in the mountain, we then saw a couple who were also hiding in the mountain, but they weren't hiding away from the zombies, but was because the lady has been bit. The lady has been bit, and she has definitely been affected. Then we saw the lady bit her husband in the neck, so that the two were both affected. And then they both ran down the mountain like zombies looking for meat. We then realized that the only way to get affected is if you get bit. We woke up in the morning, drove ourselves to Cart Phone Bin Pha, where our ferry was already waiting for us to arrive. We stayed on the ferry for one night while it took us to Haiphong port. We had to make a stop at Haiphong because there weren't any direct trips from to Halong Bay from Da Nang, so our only option was to switch ferries in Haiphong port. After we arrived in Haiphong, we realized that the outbreak hasn't been spread to the northern region of Vietnam yet, but we know that it's coming soon. We immediately booked a ferry ourselves, but there weren't any open. We wanted to avoid physical contact with other people, and then we saw a boat. We sold the boat and traveled to Halong Bay. Once we reached the port in Halong Bay, all our supplies have ran out, so we had to walk over to Vinmart Halong to get food, water, tents, and other supply that we need to be able to stay in the cave until the apocalypse is over. After we got the supplies, we walked over to our hiding spot, Thiên Khung Cave, which is our home for the next countless days. The reason we chose this spot is because it's hidden in a cave where it's blocked from the city, blocked from people, and blocked from the disease. It's also close to Vinmart Market where we could quickly run to and get supplies if we need help.